What's up, crypto junkies? It's Jay, and welcome to this training video. What I got for you today is we're going to talk about the screener. The TradingView Screenr, I've got some goodies to share with you. So we're going to talk about a bunch of stuff that I've figured out, some tips, some tricks, and hopefully give you some insight. Now, this expands on the screener that we already showed you how to build for the Mad Hatter strategy, which is really the primary focus of the Level 1 trading group. If you have no idea what the hell I'm talking about, then you need to go watch the Mad Hatter video. Probably need to join the Discord chat once it's open again. Right now, registration is closed, and start to get some answers, okay? You can get to this two different ways. You just like the main TradingView homepage, just screener. Check it out. Stock, Forex, crypto. Click on crypto. And this wasn't really working for me. I've actually tried to shoot this video like 3 times. A little painful, but you see how I've got my own here, Mad Hatter, and then Jay Oversold. Well, I wasn't able to actually set them up in here, but you can. I don't know if this is like a browser thing. I cleared my browser, but I've had some issues with my TradingView account lately. I have a pro account too, by the way. If you're going through similar, then you can feel my pain, but if not, then you can just come here to any pair within the, you're in a chart, and here we go. We click on screener. We click all the way down. Well, actually, when you land on a page, let's see if hopefully I can have it do it here. No, okay, it's already done it. Usually when you land on a page, it's got like the US flag and it's all set up for the stock market. You need to scroll all the way down to the bottom of that list, and then it'll swap you over to cryptocurrency. That's where we're at now. Here's the crazy thing with this screener. I have a feeling this is gonna become a huge part of what I use. They're really expanding on the scripts they allowed in the Pine editor, and that's where a lot of this stuff started. Now they're really starting to compile data and give you better tools and better metrics. It's a lot of fun. Okay, so here's the Mad Hatter. If you want to see that, let me just go ahead and show you what the filter options are on this. Here they are. We've got the exchange. The primary focus is Binance. We're looking at a sell rating. This is there is more than 3. Okay, I thought there was 3. There's 5. Or any, so 6. This is like your rating that's based off of, remember I showed you that new feature the other day, which was, I'm blanking. I don't even know what I was going to say. Oh, the trend analysis. That's what I meant. So they have the trend analysis, the little chart that I showed you the other day in the last video. That is what this rating is based off of, okay? A short story long. The technical section, the technical section that they just added, which that's not in here. Should be. All right, so that's that rating. Bollinger Band. This has to do with the Bollinger Band setting itself, which we've got a lot of further training on Bollinger Band. MACD level, that's your MACD level, and stochastic or Stosh. I call it Stosh Silent C. Is it a Silent C, or do you call it stock? I don't know. Everyone pronounces it differently, but here's our setting there, 25. Yeah, this is a Mad Hatter. But there's so much more you can do with this. Here's what I mean. I showed you that quick strategy where you could find coins that are down for the day, down for the week, high for the month, high for the year. You can do similar here, right here in the screener, and you set alerts for it. And then all of a sudden, it can pop up the alert. So if you stay logged in on your computer like mine, then you'll see the alert. You can have it sent to your phone if you have a pro account. And if you have a pro account, I think it'll send you an all-in-one alert based on the whole list, every match, rather than every single coin, which would be really annoying. They've got some stock ones set up, okay? They've got top gainers, top losses, all-time highs, all-time lows, new 52-week high, new 52-week low. So that's yearly, right? Yearly high, yearly low, monthly high, monthly low. Again, it's really basic stuff. Most volatile, overbought, oversold. This is where we start to get fun, my friends, because oversold can tell you quite a bit. And again, this is going to depend on your strategy, but oversold tells us that we're below this 30 line. So below this 30 line, not always, but a lot of times means what? It means that the price action is pretty much the same, okay? Now, sometimes the momentum and the movement here on the oscillator doesn't match the price action exactly, but a lot of times low here means low here. And so if you're just looking to accumulate and you have no clue what you're doing and you're just looking for some basic strategy to buy in at the best points all year round for your top 5 index or your holding strategy, that's a really easy indicator you could use. Another one would be to follow some of the lows. So like a new monthly low or maybe like a new weekly low, which you could set up relatively easy and have that alert you so that when something is low for the day or for the week or both, that could alert you. You could come back here and do the same thing that I showed you before, which is come to performance. Let me just recap that. Per week, per month. So you want daily and per week to be down, monthly to be up. You could just grab this guy here. I don't know if he's going to load. We're not going to load? Yeah, we going to do that or no? We feel like working? Maybe we try yearly. Oh, there's only 12. That's why, because it's on oversold instead of cleared out. Reset all. There we go. Okay, so 1100, much better. So let's go by the year. And then what we're starting to look for is red, red, green. Red, red, green. Okay, so red, red, red. Ah, there we go. There's one. Z Classic. That might be looking good. Okay, what do we got? Red, red, red. Red, red, red. So you get the idea, okay? So this would allow you to start to accumulate and increase your holdings on maybe your top 5. Or if you're looking for another coin to add to your index, then you could find it very easily by just looking at volume. Because again, remember what this means. This means it's down for the day, it's down for the week. That's just a correction. Down for the month, might be looking a little bit more serious. Down for the year, stalled out, bottomed out badly. That's not something you want to look at. Up for the year and up for the month, looking good. You might even down for the month too. So red, 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 but look at the 3 month, look at the 6 month, look at the year. This is looking really good, but overall for the last month, it's looking bad. And look at that, it's NEO. Like we all know how good NEO is, right? But NEO is going through a little spurt here. So even these 3 fields you can use to filter yourself down quite a bit, all right? So let me go back here. So that's how you could just use a really simple strategy to accumulate. Yes, I know it's not sexy. You're not trading. There's not all this action. It might seem boring, but you know what? Boring makes money. And overcomplicating, I know, takes away more money than it makes for me. When I simplify things down, I make money. When I make things hard, I lose money. So the next fun thing that you can play around with is, let's just stick with oversold. So that's, basically going off of RSI. And this is off the 1 day. So remember that a 1 day oversold is telling you a lot different than a 15-minute oversold. That's not really telling you much at all. So remember, higher time frames always give you more concrete data. So for it to be oversold on a day, I know that we're in a downtrend, or just starting a downtrend, because it could be a divergence. So it might be the price momentum might be going up, but the oscillator you're using might be going down. Okay, so that's where you start to see what's called a divergence, which is one's going up, one's going down, and it's actually a hidden divergence. Okay, you might be dealing with something like that. And again, you want to be, this is getting stuff on your radar. This is getting things in front of you right now, which I think I already had 88 pulled up. Yeah, that's what we're in right now. Okay, so X that out. Look at this. This is just beautiful. I mean, we're bottomed out, and I've been looking at this for the last hour. It's gotten lower. Okay, so Cardano, which is a top pick for how many people in 2018? How many lists have you seen this on? A top 5 breakout coin for 2018, blah, blah, blah. Well, here's some actual data on it. It's oversold right now, and that oversold is matching price action, meaning that the price is hitting some really good lows, really great entry points. Now, what I'd be concerned about and what I'd look at smaller time frames for is to make sure this isn't sliding. So I'd look at a smaller time frame, anywhere between 15 to 60 minutes, slap some Bollinger Bands on there, and start to look at more indicators on top of that to make sure that it's not sliding, because volume is way down as well. If that's not the case and it's good entry point, then I'm looking at this as an entry point to accumulate. This really isn't like, you can use this for a day trading strategy, yes, but I'm thinking of it more simply, just if I want to accumulate, if I want to start picking up some Cardano this year, maybe I haven't done anything in crypto in a week and I'm looking to do something, like this is an easy way to get yourself feeling like you're back in the game. I hope this makes sense. I hope this is helping a lot of you. We can just come through here and we could go through all of these. But not only that, those are going to be fairly decent indicators of price action and what's going on with it, okay? We could get way more sophisticated in this, because if you click on the filters, what we've got past the blue highlighted, which is what I've got for this specific saved template, we've got all kinds of action. This is all your price. Well, this is everything. So it starts with all the all-time highs, the change percentages. This is your money stuff at the top, your data points. Then we got volume. So we could make some changes and we could set some parameters based on volume. Then we've got all of our oscillators. We've got Bollinger Bands. So you could even set Bollinger Band strategies to alert you when it's touching down at the bottom Bollinger Band, which is part of what the Mad Hatter strategy does. But let's say you didn't want to day trade at all. You just, again, wanted a sweet entry point for something else. Remember your tool set. Remember your tool set, okay? Exponential moving averages. I showed you the swing trading strategy, the basic version 1 of it. I got a version 2 coming out soon, but that was with the 55 EMA. You could change this, I believe. No, you can't. So you'd go with maybe the 50, the 100, the 200 would tell you quite a bit. So again, if we want to be notified when there's a big change, that's your 100 and 200. That's setting up longer term positions. While the day trading stuff is sweet, I also believe that you should have 10-15% just sitting there. Ishimoku Cloud, if you're good with this, guess what? You can have this notify you when a change happens. This is how you go from like, how the hell do I keep track of all these coins, to having a solid grasp on these coins. And more specifically, I think everyone, whether you're a day trader or a holder, so you've got your favorite 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever it is. Most day traders are checking in on the same 5 to 10 every week. All these settings that you can change are just incredible. They blow my mind, actually. I've just started playing around with this in the last week. Honestly, I'm still spinning a little bit in terms of what I could do with this. We've been using it for the Mad Hatter strategy, keep dialing that in. That's great. But that is just such a small sample of what you could do with this. It's like having your own team of experts just scrounging through pairs day and night, and they notify you automatically. It's like that. It's like having a bunch of little workers for you. That's the best way I can put it with these filters. They can get that advanced. MACD. I mean, we've got literally everything. Performance for the month, 3-month, year. There we go again. Here's our RSI stuff that we can set up. Simple moving averages, stochastics. I mean, just look at this. Total coins. So that's the fundamental. Here's a lot of what you just saw. Here's the fundamental stuff. Here's the technical, which is all the indicators. But there's just so much you can base this off of. You've already seen the basics, right? You saw the Mad Hatter strategy. You saw the oversold. I think mine is relatively the same as the oversold. I think I've got a few more restrictions on there. Let's just look at this one really quick. Oh, so I just have it set to Binance. But what we could do is, where is my rating? So we could come in here and we could not only say sell, we could say strong sell. So what that would do is that would grab us, look at this, 8 little gems set on a 1 day. Because remember, if I go down to a 15-minute, look at my matches, 47. All right, so 1 day data, you can compare the difference. Let's just stick with 1 day. All right, so we got ARC. Of course, I think that one's been down in the dump. Let's go to interactive chart, take a quick look. We've got our stochastic, RSI rather. We're not at 30, but we're pretty close. We're in a serious downtrend there. We're still floating above the 200 EMA, but our daily candles, we're in a little consolidation period here. Like this, we might be just catching, what does that look like? A little falling wedge? Could it be? Falling wedge that is breaking through right now? What do we got here? So that could be good. That's maybe what we're catching. That strong sell indicator that I used, remember, it's based off of everything. So it's taking a lot of these pieces already so that you don't have to. It's taking moving averages, it's taking oscillators, and something else I don't remember. That technical that's giving you the sell, strong sell, buy, strong buy, or any is once again at play here. So we might be just catching something on the brink of breaking down, which again, we grabbed that at the bottom, and we could apply more indicators to this. We could start doing some fib retracements all the way from this bottom to the tippy top here and get some levels, see where our 50% is, 618. And our little golden zone, we could figure out where all that is and start to set up some entries. And then we set up some alarms based on trip points that it's hitting. Come over to our alerts and just add one. So this is what you would do, right? And you got to have a pro account to set up multiple alerts. But we might be just catching that on the brink of breaking down. So that would be exciting because RSI is still heading down. If we look, we're mutual there, but we do have a possible lower low scenario happening. Lower high going into a higher high. Yeah, so volume is really down on this coin. That might be a possible that we just found. Is this a new one on Binance? This is Binance only still, right? Yeah, that's why there's only 8 tickers. Here we go, we're below 40. Remember that 50? That 50 is our median line, okay? So if we were to just snap a line in here, and you can even work, I don't see a lot of guys doing this, but you can work the RSI as if it's, you can work trends on this too. Support and trend lines on this. We got one right in here, or more like right there. Touched in it a couple times on both ends. And what do we got? We got a downtrend hitting here. We haven't formed another bottom yet, but this is rising up. Volume is really, really low. What do we got on our highs, lower highs? So yeah, we got a little lower highs here. So yeah, just some, basic 2-second little check, and maybe I add in some other indicators and make some decisions off of that. But you see overall, I really think a lot of people are missing out on this by not using it. And the time interval is a big key here. And then playing around with what filters you're using. Change them, see what result you get back. And if that's not what you're looking for, then dial them in, right? Maybe I need to start adding in a % change on top of this. Maybe I can, add in some where it closed out or the high or the low for the day. If I'm looking for a specific amount of volume, that's how we would filter that down in the technicals. And what you get back and what you get served up is a whole list. So you start your day. Now we're talking about daily agenda, right? If you're working a day job, just jump in here really quick in the morning and take a look. You'll get better at, if you haven't gone through the candles training, if you haven't gone through any of the other training, you want to jump through that. But the more you look at this stuff, the better you'll get, and you'll start to see what's going on. Like even if we look here on this Centra, take a look here, here's our 30 line. Look how many times we pop below it. And this one here was a really good correction in terms of entry point, 10K sats. I mean, we might even be able to get some serious play in this because it looks like we're breaking down here. That's a 4 hour. Yeah, so we might be coming up and breaking on a really good entry. And so I'll be integrating this more and more. I'm going to set up more and more of these screeners. I don't want a bunch, but I think a good 3 or 4, one that will help me with swing trading. We got the Mad Hatter set up, one that will just work for like my long-term accumulation. I'm going to try and formulate some for those. And again, as I figure those out, I will pass them along and share them. If you've figured out some cool settings with the screener, or you're seeing something that I might have missed, I would love for you to share it in the comment section. Absolutely. Because, together we can set some really good settings and catch some pairs in the sweet spot for some accumulation, for some day trading action, and there's plenty to go around. So this is the screener. I'm really excited about this. Like I said, I've been using it more and more, and I'm looking forward to how what this is going to look like in 6 to 12 months from now as I continue to use it. So that's it for this video. If this is your first time tuning in, smash the like button because nobody just clicks it anymore. You got to smash it. Secondly, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification so you don't miss out on any future action, my friends. And be on the lookout because I'll be uploading more training soon. See ya.